Hey Garage Golf fam, rolling here with Garage Golf, and today I'm going to be doing a cool video for you guys on the newest version of E6 Apex. So we got the newest beta version. They've taken out some of the features, they've added some other stuff. So they're still in beta. I'm not quite sure when E6 Apex will be out fully, but I want to show you some of the cool features that they have right now. Basically, we got some practice features and we got a bag mapping feature. I also want to show you some of the settings. So we're going to play around with a little bit of that today and show that to you. I'm really looking forward to the full version of E6 Apex coming out. I'll keep you guys posted on any updates for that in the near future. Let's go ahead and check out the beta version of E6 Apex today. All right, thanks again for watching and welcome back. Here at Garage Golf, we provide information on golf products, golf equipment, golf technology, and pretty much anything golf related. So if you're new to our channel, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell notification so you're alerted of more new videos like what you're watching here today. And as always, I want to be your go-to person for any and all of your golf simulator questions. This is what we do full-time now, so give us a shout. Reach out to me anytime, rollin@mygaragegolf.com. If you're interested in buying a golf mat, golf launch monitor, anything golf related, reach out to me first. Sometimes I can help save you guys a significant amount of money, and our services are always completely free of charge for us to assist you at home. All right, so let's jump into this video really quickly. I want to show you some of the E6 Apex beta for today. I'm going to show you the practice range, just hit a couple shots for you guys. Of course, I'm using this with the E6, or with the Trugolf Apogee, which is above me up here. So there are some vocal commands that we might be able to give to it as well. I still cannot get any sound to work with the beta, so I'll reach out to E6 or Trugolf about that. I did check to make sure I had sound, everything. I'm still not getting any sound other than a couple little things here and there. So you may not hear a lot at home. But let's take you to the driving range. I'm going to show you some of the menu settings as well. We'll take some shots, and as well as the new bag mapping feature, which I also want to show you. So we'll jump into some of that today on this video. Again, this is the latest version of E6 Apex for the beta. And we have system settings in regards to what we want to do. For my post-shot thing, I left it at 8 seconds. I like to see what I did with the ball, how I made contact. It has the auto caddy feature enabled. Tracking systems, again, you're going to have the ability to use this with multiple tracking systems in the future. Flight Scope, Garmin, SkyTrack, TrueFlight, TrueTrack. And right now, again, I'm using it with Apogee. Player settings, so you can go in here and check your tee box preferences. If you want imperial or metric, right-handed, left-handed, skill level, etc. I'll leave it at beginning for me. So my bag, you can also go online and edit your bag. So you can put your exact clubs that you have, which is a really cool feature also. Ball and camera, what kind of Comet flight you like. I like the bold personally, I think that looks the best. Top tracer view, you can do thin, bold, or off. I'm going to again pick bold for my top tracer view. In regards to ball tracer style, I'm going to do single just so you can see each shot individually, but you could also leave all tracers up if you want. And then camera options, I'm just going to pick classic. I like classic. Putting line, I like to have it align the break just so I'm not having to go back and forth to the computer to do that. That's my favorite feature. And then pin indicator, I'll leave that to always on. And then terrain grid, I like to have that on as well. So that's all the settings there. And then there's some security settings. Stay logged in. If this is like your personal home, you can pick stay logged in so you don't have to log in every time. So there's my bag. I'm going to go through that a bit, and you see some of the distances and everything there. There's a kind of pre-calculated. We're going to try to do some of the bag mapping today for you and show that feature off also. So I'm going to return to the main menu. And again, this is the practice mode. I can go into practice mode, and I'll show you that here in a minute. But there's also the bag mapping mode, which we'll get into here in a little bit later on in this video. So let me show you a couple shots on the practice mode just really quickly. Just a normal driving range. There's 10 areas, 2 ranges, 2 puttings, 2 targets, and 4 chipping modes that you can pick. So let's click practice. And you're going to see a normal, basically driving range here. I'm going to use a 7-iron just to start with. So check this out. So let's say, hey, Apogee. 7-iron, and up the very top up here, you'll see that it did change it to the 7-iron. So you can tell Apogee to switch your clubs. This is part of the, I think, part of the newest part of the beta that's working now, which it works pretty flawlessly with E6 Connect as well. So this is a normal driving range here. They have a flat range, large targets, small targets, a flat putting range, so that's awesome if you want to make sure that your putts are calibrated properly. They also have a breaking putt range, 25-yard chipping, 50 yards, 75, and 100 yard. Let me show you one shot on the hero range. I'll show you one on the flat. We'll walk you through a couple of these, and then we'll show you some of the targets and approach shots. You hear the bird in the background, so that's kind of cool. So there's a little bit of sound, but we'll see when we hit shots if I'm getting any sound there as well. Let's leave it on the hero range. And we'll take a shot here and show you how that looks. All right, so we have our map over here on the right. We have all of our data here on the left in regards to our club data, ball data. And you're gonna have a post-shot screen as well. So I'm gonna hit one shot for you guys, and let's see how we do. Let's show you a little bit more on the data there. One second, forgot one thing. Forgot about my light, can't see anything. I must have light to be able to see. So I do put a spotlight down on the ball just so you can see it, because when I film, I like to keep it dark so you can see the screen behind me. But if it ever looks washed out, I'm also screen recording, so I'll pop that up a bit too, if needed. All right, so I hit a shot there. See the ball flight? Instant ball flight. You're gonna get ball and club data with the Apogee as well, and no stickers required. This one has a sticker from another launch monitor, but it doesn't require any stickers with the Apogee. So let me take you to the computer and I'll show you a little bit more about that last shot and show you kind of what you get data-wise. So here's our shot data here on the left. My total carry was 161.7, total distance 175, launch angle 20.1, ball speed 104.1, backspin 3999.5 RPMs, side spin negative 648 RPMs. And if you ever want to go back anytime, you can go to your post-shot analysis screen and you're going to see your shot back. And it's also going to show you how your club face came through. You're going to see that line there, which way your ball was spinning. You can drag that back and forth, get a nice close indicator to see where you made contact. Again, this club does have a sticker, but remember, no stickers required. That was definitely off the toe. So nice clear view of where you made contact with that shot. And then the data spreadsheet will also pull up. You can see exactly, again, it was labeled as driver. I had to restart one thing to go ahead and get it to set up properly, so I forgot to change it to 7-iron for that shot. Data grid shows you where you made contact on the club face. So let's take one more shot now that I have it saved as a 7-iron again, and I'll show you that back one more time really quickly. Now, of course, the cool thing about the Apogee is you'll know exactly when your ball's in the zone. All you gotta do is roll it into the circle and put it on the dot. And then essentially it's gonna disappear and you know that you're ready to hit your next shot. By them keeping that dot and that circle a little bit smaller, they're able to capture both ball and club data without the need for the sticker. So that's a really cool feature in regards to what Trugolf did there. Okay, hit that one a little fatter. Not as good of a shot, but probably a good one to watch back on replay as well. All right, let's go back in that post-shot analysis again. And here you see on the data screen, you'll see exactly where I made contact with that. And we have everything here that we need in relation to your swing. You get your total distance, your carry distance, apex, launch direction, launch angle, dynamic loft, dynamic lie, ball speed, club speed, 69.9, backspin, side spin, club face, club path. So you're getting everything that you need here in regards to that. I don't see smash factor on my screen. That could be just part of the beta issue. So I don't see that. And then you do get a drop-down tab here for all the different sessions that you've been in on as far as your past sessions. And then replay, again, hit that on the toe, open my club face a bit. So really clear. If you look at that image on the right, you're gonna really see where you made contact with that ball. That's awesome. That's a really cool feature. Better than even, I would say, Unicore in regards to the actual quality of the actual video where you're making contact with the ball as well. I'm gonna take away that club sticker just to show you. I'm gonna hit a 6-iron now. And again, all we gotta do is we can actually tell Apogee, hey Apogee, 6-iron. And it automatically switched it. So I'm gonna hit a 6-iron now. That one doesn't have a sticker. All right, so I'm ready with the 6-iron. This one doesn't have any kind of club sticker on it, just so you guys are aware. It's not required with Apogee. Hit that one a little thin, but not bad. Not great, but not bad. Let's go back one more time and check on the computer. Post-shot analysis again, down a little bit on the club face. This part right here alone, without having the stickers, is really cool. But let's see if this matches up with what we see on the video too. Again, all of our numbers are here. Not sure why smash factor is not showing on my screen, but definitely something we want to get fixed so we can see that. I don't see a way to drag the screen up or down either, so I don't think I'm missing anything, but not bad. And then again, we could always go to our data spreadsheet. We're going to get more information there. This is the third shot, 156.2, so not a great shot with a 6-iron, but all the data's here. So it's saving all your data in regards to what shot it was, everything as well, and then you can go back later and decipher it by club, I believe, too, which will be a neat feature. So video replay, obviously you'll always be able to see that. This time where I made contact, club face was kind of closed there because I did hit the ground first, so that's why. But yeah, lots and lots of data here, so really cool stuff. I mean, I'm not gonna go into this too long, but you're gonna have a whole lot of ability to see what you're doing here. It's able to track your shots, give you everything that you need. I wish I could turn off the bird going because I'm not liking that part. But we'll see if I can turn the sound off anywhere in here. I'll see if I can take a look at that. It's just doing that randomly on its own, only when I'm in the menu settings for some reason. Under game options, I don't see anything for sound right now, so maybe I prefer the quiet noise, at least for recording videos. Up here, you can change the weather settings, I believe, though. Let's see. Wind direction, wind, clouds, fog, turn rain on or off. See if that does it, yep. Now we got some precipitation, which looks like more like snow to me, but yeah, we got snow. All right, we got rain. All right, that's even getting the camera dirty. All right, cool. That's really neat. I like that time of day, sunset. Turn off the rain. Now we're just going to nighttime or sunset. Pretty neat. And I mean, I think obviously Trugolf's always had really cool stuff in regards to being able to change the weather and those kind of settings too. Let's change the range now. So we're on hero range. Let's go to flat range. I'm just going to show you a couple different ones. This is a normal driving range here. And there's a flag stick out about 200 yards. I think we can place that target pretty much where we want it to be. So 6-iron, you can place it right about there for me. I'm gonna hit accept. And now at least we have a target that we're gonna aim for. So let's hit one shot with the flat range and see what that looks like. See if I can get a straight shot here. Nope, that's bad. Nowhere near my target. Let's hit one more. Scratch that one. The left of that target there too. Not my best shots. One more time. A little bit better. Also right. Not seeing a green, just a target. That wasn't too bad. Definitely a much better shot there. So not a green, just a target. I'm not sure if you can set a green or not, but all I see is a target indicator. Check one thing. Now we got a little bit of a bullseye too on top of that target. So you could also resize the diameter of it, it looks like. Make it bigger. Yeah, that's neat. All right, that's a cool feature too. So now we got actual green-like setup and an actual bullseye to aim for. Here again, you can click on this button. That'll show you what kind of shots you can have: single, single fade, all, or off. You can drop a ball, I believe, anywhere on the map too if you wanted to. I'm just gonna leave it where it is for now. Do like a bird's eye view here, with like the drone view essentially. When you pop up like a custom target, you're gonna see the actual indicators pull up here too. If you wanna minimize those, you can hit the arrow button and that'll shrink that down. And if you wanna shrink everything down, you hit this little eyeball button here and that'll take away pretty much everything essentially on this side. Let's check out one more range. Now we got large targets. So this one has targets pretty much all over the place. If we go ahead and zoom up there, it's gonna have targets that you can aim for. And then again, just like before, you can change where you wanna place your target. So I wanna put a target here on this green, place that target, just hit accept. And now I'm good to go. So now I'd be aiming about 74 yards away there. So really neat. Lots of options here with the practice that you can work on. There's also one with smaller targets as well. And again, you can change where you're aiming for everything. So lots of practice options that you're gonna have access to, which is really nice. And then let's dig into some putting stuff. And here's a flat putt option. And 45 feet away, you can, again, I think you can drop the ball or adjust the target distance. So if I pick the flag stick, I can drag it towards me a bit. And this is gonna be a flat putt anywhere you put it. So let's go about 16 feet away there, essentially. And let's try to hit just a quick putt and show you how that works there. And putting works really well in Apogee as well. It's gonna read the club quite well. I have a black and white putter. I've not had any issues with it not reading a certain type of club either. Let's hit a straight putt here. And 16 feet away, and I found that obviously Apex and even E6 Connect tend to be pretty true to life with distances. Well, let's take a look. Yeah, so about 10 feet from where I hit to the screen, and it would have rolled well past 16-foot putt here. So you see I missed it slightly to the right. And even with the putter, you get a post-shot analysis screen. So you can see putter face was a little open. You see where I made contact, but pretty cool. It's gonna show you, like, yeah, obviously I missed it to the right at the end. Shows my line a little to the right of target. So pretty neat. That's a really cool feature. And then with the putts, gives you even side spin, ball speed, everything with the putter too. So I think that's really neat. I like that. Here you can see smash factor with the putter because it's higher up, but with the club, it's kind of blocked off like we saw before. So let's hit one more putt, see if we can make it there. All right, let's do that same putt one more time from 16 feet away. See if I can straighten that putt out a little bit. Definitely straighter, this time a lot shorter. Well, let's see if we had that. We had a straight line that time. So let's see the post-shot analysis replay. Yeah, you see the line's a little straighter, obviously, and where I came through. This is neat to be able to work on your putting. I just mistimed, obviously, the distance significantly. I always tend to be a little slower with Apex than I would be on other programs, or even E6 Connect, because it's more true to life. Like 15-foot putt indoors is pretty much what you see, on the actual program, unless there's a hill or anything like that you're putting onto. All right, lastly, we're gonna have 4 chipping areas. Let's just select one. They're all gonna be relatively the same, but let's start with like a 25-yard chip here. And this is just a cool little tool to work on your chip. So 25 yards gives us 75 feet, obviously. I'm gonna get like a 50 degree and see if we can do a couple of chip shots here for you also. All right, so cool little chipping green. That's neat to have the ability just to select all these different options from the menu tab and have like, okay, I wanna work on a 75 foot chip shot. I wanna work on a 100-yard chip shot. So let's see how it interacts with the green. We'll take a couple shots here, see how close we can get it, and if you could even possibly sink a shot if you were good enough to do that. All right, cool. You see your tracer line, a little left of target there. Bottom left-hand corner, after every shot, you're gonna see your swing replay. It stops after once. I would like for it to stay up until you hit your next shot. Maybe that'd be cool if Trugolf, you have the ability to do that. Let's put that on a repetitive loop, that swing replay, so I'm not having to go back to the post-shot screen to see it. That way I can just see what I did with the club face. I'd like that because it kind of goes away a little too quick in my opinion. So let's hit one more shot. A little left there on that one. Duffed that one, not as good. Nowhere close. Sometimes you get lucky, but that's not what I was looking for. Let's do one more. Yeah, I definitely duffed that one too. Even worse. I keep it real here at Garage Golf. One more shot. Didn't even know there was, I heard water. I didn't know there was water there. We left again. All right, not bad. Let's take it to the computer. I'll show you the swing replay on that one too. So again, it's gonna pop up down there on the bottom left, and you see kind of where I made contact. But it doesn't pop up with like the shot screen like it used to with E6 Connect for 8 seconds. So you have to go into post-shot analysis, and that could be maybe a menu setting that I'm missing. But not a bad shot. Obviously, you see that it's going to go left of the target there. But the ability, again, just to zoom in and have that clarity of that shot. And I'm here relatively in dark light. If you have brighter light, you're going to be able to see it a lot better. But really cool. I like that a lot. It's nice having all your data there, your data spreadsheet, all the different shots that you took, everything. So I like that. Really cool. And then you have multiple shipping greens to work with, 100-yard approach shots now. So now we went to basically, yeah, almost a 100-yard shot for like a pitching wedge and everything. Every green is unique and pretty cool. So lots and lots of options there. I won't go into too much else in detail because I want to show you the other feature, which is going to be the bag mapping feature here on the actual Apex software. But as far as the practice setting, having all together, you're having 10 different practice greens, ranges, targets, approach shots, and putting, which is really cool that they incorporate putting into it. You have one that I didn't show you, which is a breaking putt. So now, obviously, instead of just having a straight putt line, you're going to have a putt that breaks, which is cool. And I still have the align putt feature on, so it's going to auto align me. But if you wanted to take that off under the settings, you can work on adjusting your own breaks too for these putts as well, which is a really cool feature. So E6 Apex bag mapping, it's basically going to give us the ability to have our club gapping, within our bag essentially. Gapping charts provide a multiple club overage of yardage averages, so it's going to help you identify your distance gaps, user shot accuracy, dispersion grouping, everything. So we can go through the full bag mapping. I'm going to show that to you. We hit different shots and kind of give you an idea. So what we need to do to complete a bag mapping session, players must hit 3 to 10 shots with a minimum of 3 different clubs. So I'm going to show you the tutorial. Let's see what it says for show tutorial. And edit bag. I'm going to log in and see if I can show you my bag right now, and we'll walk you through that really quick. All right, so you can go in here, and I'm just going to name my bag Garage Golf and save that. So I have a driver, I have a 3-wood, I have a 3 hybrid, I have a 5-iron through a 9-iron, pitching wedge, gap wedge, sand wedge, lob wedge, and a putter. So my bag is saved here, and that's it. So we're good with the bag. The bag should be set up for us to go ahead and do our club gapping here with it. So now that I've logged in, I'm just going to close that out now. And we've already added our bag, so let's go ahead and start the bag mapping feature. And we're going to select the club to start. So the sand wedge, which is our most lofted bag, we're going to start with that. And we're going to hit a couple shots with each club. So select club. I'll pick the lob wedge, actually. That's what I have. Let me refresh clubs from web, see if it does that. So I clicked refresh clubs from web and removed that 4-iron that we took out. So we're good, and we have a lob wedge. So I'm going to start with the lob wedge. All right, so it says lob wedge here, and we're good to go. So we're going to go ahead and hit some shots here and see how we do. I think we'll hit about 3 with the lob wedge. So when you do the bag mapping feature, it automatically just selected the flat range. That's fine. Make sure that I'm in the hitting zone appropriately here. And I'm just going to hit 3 shots, I think, with the lob wedge. I'm trying to hit, you want to probably hit at least 3. And you want to have them be good shots. That wasn't the greatest shot, but it wasn't horrible. Let's see where I made contact with that. So if you really off the toe, that was horrible. It was horrible. So I probably won't count that one, but we'll see how that works essentially. If you hit one that you want to take out so you know your actual distances. That was kind of a weird quirk. It didn't read that one. Let's see what it saw. Yeah, a lot of shine to that. I'm not sure if maybe that was just a misread somehow. Let's take another shot here. Okay, wow. That did not do that. All right, so something's going on here with the with it not reading these lob wedge shots. Could be my club face. I'm not sure quite what it is. That definitely did not carry 160 yards. And now that I've hit a couple shots, I see a sign that says, okay, continue hitting or select a different club. I'm gonna hit a couple more shots until I get a couple that register the right way here. I'm gonna have to get with E6 and Trugolf on this to see why that happened. So I'm gonna leave it in the video for sure. But I'm gonna try to get a couple more shots in that are decent for this club. Didn't read that one. Okay, yeah, this is not reading the lob wedge shots very well. So I don't have anything on this club face. Should have plenty of light for it to read because it reads like 6-7 irons just fine. And again, remember, this is just a beta, guys. So I've not had this issue like on E6 Connect. It works fine. Probably just some issue with the Apex beta. So we may not even include the lob wedge shots. I'm gonna move down a little bit and we're gonna hit some shots. Let's go from there to like a sandwich and see if we have the same issues with the sandwich. All right, so I switched it to the sandwich. I'm gonna take a full shot with it. See if we have any similar issues with the sandwich. All right, no issues there. Seems to be about accurate. Let's see what we did there. My sandwich, I would say I normally hit it, yeah, about 85 yards or so. That was a pretty good shot. 85 yards, 79 yard total carry on that one. One more. So these are reading fine. For some reason, the lob wedge shots are not reading fine. Another 78 yard carry there. I think you gotta hit a minimum of 3. I'm gonna hit one more, and then I'm gonna kind of fast forward you through probably a good chunk of this, so you don't have to watch all this, of course. And if I have any other unique experiences, I'm gonna bring you back and show you on camera. All right, much better. Hit that one really well. That one, 93 yard carry, but I did hit it a lot better. So now I got a total average of about 88. Look at the lob wedge, 168, total carry 113. Now I wonder if you can go in there and adjust anything. Like if there was one that was just a misread. If you can take them out. Data spreadsheet perhaps. Lob wedge, data grid. So like this 203 yard shot here, is there any way for me to remove it? If I didn't want to include that in my club gapping. I don't see a way to do that. So that's something that I think we're gonna need. For club gapping, like if you hit a bad shot, it shouldn't be included in there. You should have the ability to remove it because it's not a good quality shot that you want to keep in there. So I think for sure that's something that I would like to see, the ability to remove a shot, because you're not gonna hit every shot flush when you're doing this, obviously, especially when you're 18 handicap like me. So I don't see the ability to be able to take it out, unfortunately. That would be a nice feature. I'll let you know if I miss anything when I get this to the people at Trugolf and see if there is a way to do it. But again, still in beta. So I'm going to go through this. I'm going to hit some more shots with different clubs. I'm probably going to skip a few clubs here and there, but just to kind of give you an idea and show you what I'm doing with my clubs. I'll let you know if I have any other issues, but I doubt it. I've not had that experience with any other club, but I have had that before with the lob wedge in particular. So I'm curious about that. I'm gonna go ahead and swap my club out. Probably go down to like now a 9 iron, hit maybe a 5 iron, and I'll come back. I'll bring you back at the end with total distances and see how we look with things. All right, so I've kind of flip-flopped and gone through this a little bit. I was gonna try to skip some clubs, and then I went back, and what I think I'm gonna do is just go from the lob wedge down to my last club here, which is a 7 iron. After I switched though, and I went from say the sand wedge, and I didn't go down to my next club in the bag, which would be like my approach wedge, it stopped telling me after 3 shots that, okay, you can move on to the next one. And I've just been kind of winging it a little bit from there. So it's probably just a beta thing, you know, but definitely something that, 2 things. Number one, you can't delete a shot. You definitely have to have the ability to do that, in my opinion. It's not there yet, at least for a feature. Number 2 is it has to keep giving you guidance on what to do. Like even if I switch from an 8-iron down to a 6-iron, if I wanted to skip the 7-iron, it should still, after 3 shots, tell me like, okay, that's enough for this club, or you can continue to hit shots. And it's not doing that. I'm gonna show you on this one. So we got the 7-iron. As you see, I hit my 8-iron shots, 126.6 total carry, 137 total distance. But again, I had one really bad shot that I would have liked to have taken out there, and I just can't find out how to do that. So if I'm missing it, I'll let you know. But more than likely, it's just not there yet as a feature. We hit 3 shots, and again, remember with the other clubs, it was just 3 shots. It's a 7-iron here. Got into that one pretty good. So 7-iron. That was a 162 carry, 174 total distance. That's about right for me if I hit a good shot. When I'm not hitting as good, I'll tend to be more around 150 for my total distance. So that was a pretty good shot. Let's take 2 more. Good strike again. 1 more to go. So after 3 shots, it should tell me like, okay, you're good, but it's not doing it now. But you see all my shots on the left side of the screen there. So let's take 1 more shot and we'll take a look at it. A little bit right there. Still not a bad shot though. All right, so bigger shot dispersion as a result. 2 left, 1 right, and you'll see the circle get bigger. All right, so that's 3 shots down with a 7-iron. Let me go to the computer and kind of show you a little bit more about the club gapping feature here. All right, so we go to bag mapping, and again, once I kind of got out of turn, it kind of got a little funky on me, to be honest, but again, it's probably just because it's a beta thing. So I'm not going to go into it too much in detail yet, but I think once this comes out and it's officially, you know, we get all the bugs out and everything, it's going to be a pretty cool feature. But I had a lob wedge, sand wedge, 9-iron, 8-iron, 7-iron, 6-iron, right? So this is what I wanted to show you. And again, you see dispersion circles per club. You see basically the color of the club, the color of the dispersion circle accordingly. And you'd have like a ability to obviously write these things down. Maybe you can print it in the future, that'd be cool too, to show you what your total carry will be per club, total distance per club. 2 things. Number 1, obviously you need the ability to delete shots. If you hit a bad shot, you don't want that included in your 3 shots if you're only take 3 shots. Even if you're taking 10 shots and you have one that you hit half the distance, you don't want that factored in. So I went through everything I can think of per club, per shot, you know, everything, to find a way to delete these shots if you wanted to delete a particular shot, and I just cannot find it. I clicked on each one, right-clicked it, did everything. I don't see any ability to do that right now. So again, probably just a beta feature, but Trugolf, obviously if you're watching, this is one feature that needs to be added for sure. Need to have the ability to go into my lob wedge shots, see any of them on, say, like the data spreadsheet. Also on the data spreadsheet, I think it should be indicated what club it was, to have the ability to select it, like a checkbox, and then delete that shot. I think that's important. Number 2, of course, really huge, the lob wedge shots that we took. It can't be, obviously, the backspin at where it's at here, pretty high. And, you know, with my lob wedge, I'm not going to be carrying the ball 185, 188 yards, of course. So these numbers are just completely out, obviously, as a result. But not quite sure why. I don't have another lob wedge to test right now. Otherwise, I'll continue to kind of test that and give you guys some updates in the future. But again, not a problem on E6 Connect. It's just got to be something that, you know, it's misreading for whatever reason on the Apex software. So we'll keep an eye out for that too, just so you guys are aware at home. But it's going to be cool. It's going to give you a lot of cool data. Obviously, as you see here, you're going to need to know your carry distance and your total distance per club. Mainly your carry distances and what you're getting. But in order for this to be a valid working feature that someone can actually use out on a golf course, you got to have the ability to delete bad shots. That has to be there, in my opinion. So let me know if you guys agree with that. Definitely a feature that I think needs to be on here, because yes, while you want to keep it real and all that kind of stuff, you also want to know, if you hit a good shot on the golf course, how far is that club going to go? And I think that's important here. All right, so before we finish this video, I want to do another test with the lob wedge. I have another lob wedge here. This is a Cobra King Mim. Normal club face, I mean, it's shiny, obviously, but all the other clubs I have are pretty similar. So I'm going to hit a shot with this. This is a 60-degree. Let's hit one or two shots and see if we're getting any kind of wacky numbers with it in relation to what I saw with the bag mapping. This one has a couple stickers on it from, I believe, a Unicore device, but it should not factor in when we're taking shots here. Okay, 79-yard carry, a lot closer. Let's do one more. All right, so when I hit that shot, it was set at driver. I'm gonna put it on the lob wedge setting just to make sure that that's not something that affects the shot too. So let's hit another shot here with the lob wedge. That was a lot closer, obviously, not 200 yards, which is good. Let's see what we got there. Okay, 78-yard carry, 47.9-degree launch. Carry's about right. Probably still maybe a little bit long for my lob wedge from what I normally see. Let's get one more in. Try to hit a solid one. I don't feel like I've hit a solid one yet. Okay, that was pretty good. Okay, all right, so much better. I'm not sure what was causing that. So it could have just been something on the club face. It just wasn't reading. 78-yard carry, 81 yards total distance. Let's go to the screen and I'll show you the replay on that one really quickly. Okay, yeah, I mean, it's obviously picking up the flight really well, showing my ball flight. Nothing crazy there in relation to what I saw on those shots. So first shot was the one I had selected as driver, but it still obviously was the wedge shot. And yeah, nothing too crazy. That's pretty much right on par. So just be alerted that, it could have been something particular with that club face. I'm curious as to why, because the 54 and the 50 that I had are the exact same club, exact same finish. So just could have been a weird quirk there that we saw in relation to the lob wedge shots on the bag mapping feature. All right, so that's pretty much it for now. So again, I think what they're going to be doing with the Apex software is they're going to be slowly rolling out certain things as we continue to move forward. Obviously, as we roll out things and we have people that are able to test them like myself, we're going to relay a lot of that feedback back to Trugolf and let them know what we're seeing, what's good, what's bad. But I always want to share it 100% accurate with you guys at home. Hey, this is what I've experienced as of today. Again, this is not a final product, so don't put too much stock into that. When I test the Apogee out with E6 Connect, it's a pretty darn flawless experience for the most part for me. I don't have any of these little quirks. I looked at the club face on the lob wedge. Don't see anything crazy here that would really stand out. So I am curious because my 54 and 50 are all PXGs, all in the exact same finish. None of those had issues with reading, but the Cobra Kings, that one read just fine. So again, beta. These are all little bugs that we got to get worked out. So let me know your thoughts at home. First of all, with Trugolf Apex, number one, practice setting, the practice ranges, really cool stuff. Lots of ability to test out different shots, whether you want to do chipping, whether you want to do full shots, whether you want to aim for targets, or even most importantly, whether you want to do putting, which is really cool. So a lot of times you want to work on putting. This gives you the ability to do that here. And I've always liked Trugolf with their putting more than anything else because I feel like it's a really good representation of what you have outdoors and in your own space where 10 foot equals 10 feet for the most part. So I'm really a big fan of their putting setup. So let me know if you have any questions. Try to keep this one a little bit simple for you, but sometimes you come across certain things that kind of stand out to you, and I wanted to share those with you and my experiences. So I think bag mapping feature overall can be fine-tuned just a bit, because if I were to say swap between you know, a 9-iron to then a 7-iron and only want to, you know, bag map every other club for now or whatever I want to do, it should still follow the same protocol. After you hit 3 shots, it should alert you like, hey, this is good enough, or you can continue to hit more shots. And then the ability to delete shots, obviously, that has to be in there. I feel like that's a no-brainer for me. You have to be able to delete shots from bag mapping. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you like, what you didn't like, any questions you may have. I'm going to continue to monitor Apex as we get more betas sent out to us. I'll be doing updated videos for you with the Trugolf Apex and the Apogee. So keep it here, keep your focus here at Garage Golf. Let me know if you have any questions. Again, if you guys are interested in getting your own golf simulator at home, if there's something I can do for you, reach out to me anytime, roland@mygaragegolf.com. Not only do I help people, I don't sell anything directly, at least not at this moment, but I work as an advisor, and it's free for you guys, so I can help you completely free of charge. My goal with this whole thing is to help you save money more than anything. Not for me to make money. Of course, everyone's in it to make money, but I do that automatically through the purchases at no additional cost to you. The whole reason why we started doing this is because when we built our golf simulator 7-8 years ago, we felt like we overpaid probably by $3,000 or $4,000 that we could have saved. So my goal is to save you that money. As much as I can save you, that's our goal to do here at Garage Golf. So again, I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me as always. Until the next one, keep on golfing. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks again.